Good morning and welcome back to What's New in Automation. My name is Sean Tierney from Insights in Automation, and today is Monday, October 7th, 2024. I hope your Monday is going great. I was out last week, as you guys probably know if you watch the show on a regular basis, because I was doing some in-person training. And let's take a look at what the classroom looks like here. If I select the right screen. And so what you can see here, have everything set up correctly, is you can see this is how the classroom was set up for when I was doing the Allen Bradley training 3 weeks ago. You know, I have some compact logics and control logics over there, L7s, 5380s, 5370s. But for this course that I did last week, they wanted an S7. So I think I got a picture of that here. You can see these are my new prototype trainers. A lot of the trainers on the market are very expensive. They don't have a lot of operators. They don't really fit with my course. So I built these from scratch. It's a lot of work building a trainer, but hundreds of wires to wire. But in any case, also have rotated the screens here because the lab book that I provide, it would have took too much time to make it horizontal. So I did it vertical, and it kind of matches what's on the screen. See, we get the VMware images here. We get the S7200s, ET200SP, although I did not use that in the class. We have the HMIs all set up and running. They actually use those quite a bit. And they weren't 100% done, but I think they worked out well. I would still need to install some motors and some flags and whatnot. But in any case, between this, we also did some factory I/O. I think I got another picture here too. And this one needs to be cropped. I got too much of the ceiling here. But you can see the guys hard at work at their training stations, and they were just a great group of guys, very smart. They mixed experiences, so it was a little challenging there. So I wanted to make sure they had enough of everything to learn on. So the lab book is very long. You know, it covers a 10-hour course, and then we had Factory I/O as well, which we got working, and we have licenses for that as well for the students. So that's a lot of fun interacting with the 3D world. I'll have more about Factory I/O next week. We are actually a reseller and have been for several years, and we get a lot of great stuff coming out with Factory I/O as well. So with that, that's where I was last week, right here in the office, but working really hard now. I am still working on the Automation Museum. This is something I'm doing kind of in my own time. I brought in my SLC 500 Blue case. I don't have the CPU in there because I'm actually using that for the SLC 500 course I'm filming. But eventually I'll have the handheld hooked up. I'll have the unit plugged in, and we'll have a nice sign up there explaining kind of the history of the SLC 500. Unlike the Cymax, where I need somebody's help to describe its history, I know all about the SLC 500. I was around. I actually started right when it came out. So great product. I really like it. I mean, very expensive now, obsolete now, but back when it came out was really good. You can also see on the right there, you can see a SLC 100. I believe that's an expansion module. I will be putting a SLC 100 section in the Automation Museum. Hopefully, someday I'll start this off as a full-blown nonprofit. People will be able to donate it and get tax write-offs, and we'll actually have a facility people can come in and walk through. But this is an area, part of my office, that I figured I'd start setting stuff up now, get it out of the garage. And I've already had, some of the people who are on this floor comment as they're walking by. That's really cool, and they know nothing about automation. So working on that. If you have anything to donate, just let me know. And you can contact me over at the Automation blog, or, well, that's probably the best way, using the link there. From there, last week we also released a couple of big videos in podcasts. So the first one, I thought I had these pulled up as full screen. Okay, so the first one I did, and this is over half an hour. Well, I got it down to, it looks like 28 minutes and 44 seconds. I was cutting. And so virtually a half an hour show on using Mox's new access point and clients. They had a lot of technical stuff they wanted me to go over, like some of the features and functions, so I get that all in there. But and this was sponsored, so it's completely ad-free. The video's free to everybody. As you guys know, we make pennies on YouTube, so when we do these, we look for a sponsor so that we can bring it to you. And if you know anybody who does video production, ask them how much effort goes into a half an hour hands-on video, because I think I had over 8 hours, and I didn't keep track of every minute I did, but I believe I went well over 8 hours, and I believe I actually spent much more on the episode than the sponsor paid, but I still think it came out great. I wasn't able to cover their software. That was kind of like a last minute ad they threw in the last email. Hey, try to cover the software too. I downloaded it, installed it, and it wouldn't work, and I was out of time. So, but in any case, it's fun. It was fun because I set them up and I just installed them and they worked. And I think that's so cool that you can just go in, give it the SSID, give it the different settings, and they just work, right? So I used it to connect a bunch of PLCs to my backbone. And, these are gigabit ports. So I even go online with Studio 5000 and whatnot to one of the Compact Logics. So very interesting video. If you ever need like an access point and a client, if you need like a wireless bridge between where your PLCs are and where your backbone is, check these out. And I just thought they went together very easy, and they're very small. So it's a new line, so they're very compact. I thought that was very interesting too about them. Now, as far as the podcast for this week, got it out just a little bit late, but this was a great sit down I had with Steve Mustard, from former president of ISA, and I just love talking to Steve. So check that out if you're interested. I think this one runs. This was not sponsored, of course. It was just a one-on-one interview. So the audio is free as always. The video is for our subscribers, just like a newspaper. All the articles, you don't get the newspaper for free. So the video is available for our members over on the Automation Blog and on YouTube. So in any case, but I had a lot of fun talking with Steve about these things, and like he what he's seeing versus what I'm seeing as trends in industrial automation for 2024. So that was our video for the week, and I thought it was a good one. Let me know if you guys disagree. Now with that, what we got coming this week is we should have another podcast. I'm not sure which one it's going to be. I got like 5 in the can. They're all unsponsored, so members will get the videos. Everybody will get the audio. But we have some good ones in the can, some real fun ones, and some great products to look at too. We got products from Softing. We got products from Anybus. We got some interviews with a bunch of different CEOs, MES, AI, and things like that. So just a lot of fun stuff coming out. Of course, we're always looking for new vendors to come on. I try to reach out to people when I actually have to update my media guide, because some of the things that I assume that people know, they don't. So I'll be updating the media guide too. That's something else I'm going to be doing today. But just to give them a better idea when I'm reaching out to people what the show's about, because even 221 episodes in, people are still like, oh, I've never heard of the Automation Podcast. So that's okay. That's okay. It's a big industry, and we're going to find new people all the time. But in any case, so we got another podcast coming out. Goal again is Wednesday, 3:30. I do have the Slick 100 hands-on all done. So it'll be like an automation minute for the public. It'll be an in-depth, how-to video with for the automation show for members. And then I even did a version that's like a training course. So if somebody's not a member and they just want to, spend the $10 to get the video and maybe ask some questions, I'll make that available at the Automation School. So that's filmed. It needs to be edited, and that's quite a bit of that's very time consuming. But in any case, let's see what else we get going on. Okay, so tomorrow we will have the news. We'll have both the headline show and the regular show, so that's all planned unless something happens. I know they're having HVAC problems in here again. I had to climb into the ceiling and shut off the VAV because the gear's broken. It just clicks. But in any case, they were able to drop the temperature, which is great, because I start sweating at 78, 80 degrees, and it was getting up there easily with a computer and some lights on. But in any case, so we will have the news on Tuesday and Thursday. That's my plan. Wednesday, I don't know if we'll be able to release the automation show in a minute, but that's my goal too. It's already recorded. And then, of course, Wednesday, we also have the automation podcast. And then on Friday, we'll do the question of the week again. If you have any questions, we had some good ones come in on the blog last week. If you have any questions, please just go to theautomationblog.com. There's links up here at the top. The first one is submit a topic question. It's as easy as that, and it sends me an email. It's just a form that sends me an email. It's very simple. Then I'll try to cover it. We'll also be doing office hours. I had to cancel office hours on Friday for students because I was just beaten so behind and I needed a haircut. I was just like, no office hours. So, but that will be coming back this Friday. That's something we do for all our students. And any cost $49, $48 and up. It's a 1 hour open Teams meeting where any student can come in and ask questions. Even if you bought the course 10 years ago, even if you bought the course or originally launched at maybe $25 or $35, if the cost is currently list price $48 or more, you get access to office hours every single Friday, as well as the Q&A, which is a membership or a student show. So with that, I think I've covered everything. If you want to know more about being a member and the content schedule, go to theautomationblog.com/join. We're currently fighting some shadow banning going on by, I won't get into it, but please visit us over at theautomationblog.com, and you'll see our current content schedule. You can join there, or you can join over on YouTube. I got to get more people to sign up on YouTube because, again, there's funny business. These guys keep getting taken to court and getting these judgments against them because of the way they do things, the pay-to-play schemes. But in any case, you can become a member there as well. And with that, I think that's it for this week's What's New in Automation. Again, I'd love to hear what you guys are seeing, what you're hearing, what you're thinking, any new products. I know of 3 new PLCs coming out this winter. It's from 3 different vendors. I'm so excited when new PLCs and HMIs come out. So I've talked to vendors behind the scenes, and they got just some exciting stuff coming out. So I'm looking forward to working with them. And these are major vendors. These aren't like no names, right? So very excited about this winter. Of course, there's always shows going on all the time too. So you never know what's going to be announced at a show. But with that, my wife and I was even looking at it, maybe taking the camper on the road and hitting some of these shows next year. So who knows what happens. But in any case, I do want to wish you guys an awesome day. I want to wish you all good health and happiness. And until next time, my friends, peace.